erasing whatever they saw. It was fake. It
Oh
was
yeah,
fake.
tell
Whatever
him.
they saw live earlier was fake. This is the real deal.
It was
And I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of sci-fi kind of technology stuff. So this is funny, actually, sort of, kind of.
great.
But I'm
It's
sure your time is limited. I was telling my friends earlier a little bit about you. You have been in the network marketing industry for how many years? 17, 18?
17.
17 years.
Yep.
And you and I met at the company that we're with right now in the health and wellness space.
Mhm.
Um, I joined in June of 2022. So I'm a newbie to this organization, but you've been with this organization for a long time. And I first met you in my home state of Texas in Clear Lake, and you came and spoke to a room that was packed. We didn't have enough room.
Yes.
But people love listening to Jen Dowd. She brings so much energy, so much positivity, a fantastic motivational speaker. And thank you so much for sharing a little bit about Schmott and our new products coming out and all that with my friends. So I will let you take it from here.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to be on. You guys, I absolutely love Kim. And I didn't realize that was where we met the first time.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was Bree and I did a live event in Texas. I do
yes.
remember this now. That's crazy. Well, a lot has happened since then. And I mean, look at where you are today. Kim is killing it. You guys, she's crushing it. She's doing big things, which I know won't surprise you if you know Kim. But truly one of the greatest leaders in the industry, my opinion, of course. But she's been a part of the industry a long time. And I love going live like this. Like what I want is I want y'all to go grab a cup of coffee. I mean, who do I say? Grab a Coke. I mean, we're
Nice
home.
water.
I mean, whatever, some water, whatever. But come join us in our family room because we just want to chat, you know? Like I think about my career, you guys. I've been with the network marketing industry for 18 years. And my husband and I have been super blessed. We've made 8 figures in the industry, but that's not what it's about. We've created life on our terms. And we have helped a lot of other people do the same. But life on our terms. This is what I want you to come into my family room for, because I just want everybody on the planet to understand what it means to live life on your terms. And that's really what you're doing, Kim. Like you've
Yeah,
figured that out. That's why you've been a part of the industry for a decade, is because there is something so amazing about not having to go to a place. Now, I know some people love to go to a place. I love to go to a place if I want to.
yeah, yeah.
In a given moment. But if I don't want to go to a place, you know, maybe today when I work, I would like to be sitting on the sand of the ocean.
Mm,
Maybe next week, I'd like to be at the lake. And maybe tomorrow, I just want to work from my laptop while I sit in my bed, you know,
yeah,
whatever it is. But isn't it great to be able to have that flexibility and to create time options? You
yeah.
know, so many people today, and women, I'm going to talk to you because Kim and I are women. My word, everybody needs us. Did you guys ever feel like that?
So true. So true.
Doing all the things, right? Like we have careers, we have some of us are blessed to still have parents here. Some of us have kids, some of us have grandkids. Some of us just want to serve. I'm really involved in ministry work. Like that's my passion and my family and like whatever it is, but it's so nice again to just be able to say, you know what, I'm going to make my hours however I want them to be.
Mm,
If it's more convenient today to work from midnight to 2 in the morning, I'm getting tomorrow. If 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. works better, then that's what I'm going to do. Okay. And so that's what I want to teach you. I want to teach you a little bit today about how you could do that. But along the way, we want to have our health because Kim
mhm.
and I, we are not, you know, young chickens here. I mean, I don't know how old you are, Kim. I'm 53 years old. I'm just saying.
I'm a little older than that. I'm 56, so we're close.
Okay, we're in the same ballpark, but we're thinking about things like, you know, retirement
Yeah,
and, you know, we have some things that we're looking at. And I remember even when I was 36 going, "Oh wow, I'm really an adult. Like we probably need to start tucking some things away if we haven't yet, right?" So, along the road of really handling those things, nobody wants to get to those days and then not have their health. So, we're also
right.
going to talk about health. So, we have a couple of little things to talk about with you today. But I do want you to know that the company that Kim and I are with is the most extraordinary opportunity I have ever had in my 18-year career. We are literally helping people to transform their lives, whether it's their health or the wealth. We're kind of covering all bases. We're an Inc. 500 company. We've been around for a decade, so we have that good groundwork. And what the most exciting thing is that we are bringing solutions to the marketplace that are really truly breakthrough technologies. I mean, big breakthrough technologies, actually. And that excites me like crazy, because anytime you can bring a new solution to the marketplace, there's just so much goodness in that. There really is so much goodness in that. And I was actually looking for something that I wanted to share with you. Where did it go? It kind of
Hmm.
disappeared here. Um, there's so many different things that Kim and I could talk about, okay? Like a lot, but I'm going to focus on a scientific breakthrough real quick, okay?
Okay.
Because the reason that I and my husband and I've had so much success is really because we've been in the right places at the right times. We really have. We have been exposed to opportunity when something was new to market that hasn't yet hit the market. And so I want you to know, Kim and I right now, we have our hand on a scientific breakthrough. It's this little guy right here. This thing right here is brand new to market. We're talking glucose to fiber technology. It works fast and it has a measurable result. So I want you to just listen to me wherever you are, whatever you're thinking. I'm telling you, 18 years ago, I walked in to look at some information. I wouldn't even say I was that interested. I had an open mind, but I had no idea that I was going to see something that would lead to $1 million hour for me. I didn't know I was going to see something so impactful. So I want you to think about what I said, glucose to fiber technology. This is a big deal. Think about how many people you know that maybe could use support maintaining healthy glucose levels. I mean, ultimately, you guys, 96 million Americans alone are documented to have some kind of a glucose problem. That's crazy. Okay. And that's just the ones that actually know that they have one. But who do you know that might need help with weight management, or curving their cravings, or reduce brain fog, or less fatigue? Okay. You just have to know our testimonies on this product are literally extraordinary. I was blessed to be a beta tester, and I don't necessarily have like a big glucose issue, but I'm going to tell you, I put a glucose monitor on my arm. And for the next couple of days, I watched what happened to my glucose levels, my blood sugar, as I would eat and then sleep. And I just watched it all. And then I implemented this. I took one an hour before I ate my meals, and I watched that graph completely change. And I realized, whoa, the weight management issue that I have had my entire life, I'm pretty sure goes back to this right here by just looking at what was happening with the graphing. This helped me so much, but it also helped me to shed that weight, to feel good, to like really feel different than I've ever felt. I love this product right here. It is called Transform because it brings about transformation. It really, really does. So for me, I'm one of those groups of people that wanted the weight loss, and I did lose 8 pounds in my first month. I'm now down 15 pounds because we are getting ready to launch a sister product to it. Okay. And I'll talk about that in just a minute. But here's what I want you to know is we are creating an absolute movement with this right now. I'm talking a major movement. This is a scientific development backed by thousands of testimonies. And that is a big, fat, hairy deal, truly. Okay. So, this little guy right here, we have not even launched yet. This one we launched in October. Like I said, we're a 10-year-old company. We had been in Inc. magazine already. We'd already done all that. The month this launched, we tripled in size as a company.
It
And
was
that,
wild.
oh
It was
no.
wild.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that, Kim? What we experienced? Do you want
Oh
to
my
say?
gosh, it was so wild. It was so wild. We had problems keeping it in stock, honestly. And
Mhm.
we had to reorder several times, which goes back to the testimonies because people were seeing fantastic results from it. They were telling their friends, they were telling their friends. And just like you said, you weren't sure, didn't know that you needed it, didn't know that you had any issues. But for me, I did have issues. And as soon as they said glucose, my ears perked up. And I immediately took it to one of my specialty doctors. And
Mhm.
he was able to tell me from the ingredients. He goes, there's some ingredients on here that I know are probably going to help with your pancreas and your function, your body function. So we're probably going to have to reduce your medications. You need to really be paying attention. And that's where I think this is a big mind shift for people that have never ever looked at their blood sugar levels. You never looked at your blood sugar levels. You didn't think you had a problem.
No, in fact, I'll tell you the wildest story. I didn't plan to tell this story, but my one of my very best friends, her name is Nicole Hammond. She has had so many issues with her feet, like just
Hmm.
tons of neuropathy in her
Yep.
feet, and
Yep.
she can't even sleep at night. And
Yeah.
she has
Oh,
gone
the
to
worst.
she's gone to specialists. I mean, she's been in and out of the doctor for years trying to get to the bottom of this. And as soon as we got trained on this product and what it did, something was said at that training when we signed the NDA that made me go, oh my gosh, I wonder if this is what's going on with Nicole. Is her blood sugar? Do you know that I came back? We talked about it. She went to the doctor. They had never even tested her glucose, and both of her parents have diabetes. Okay. So I was like, why did they never test her? It's so weird.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah. So anyway, all in all, my point is just that a lot of people just don't even know what their blood sugar is doing. I didn't know you have to ask for it on a
Right.
blood test. I had no idea.
You have to
So
be your own health advocate.
you really do. You really do. So I just find it like super exciting that we're able to help so many people with this one. And our results, like I said, we have a scientific advisory board made up of doctors and scientists that are helping bring this to the market. But we have so many testimonies. In fact, go into the Facebook group. Kim and I are part of an incredible Facebook group where people are sharing how whole food, whole plant supplementation is literally transforming their lives. Like, don't take our word for it. Go look at it because it is
Absolutely.
right. And then this one right here. Oh
You're
my
welcome to open that and tell us all about it.
oh my gosh, look at this.
Send
This
me
is
an
so
NDA.
fun. Look at this.
Every time I get into a room with our owners, I tell them, send me
Oh,
an NDA. Okay, so it is
oh
a
my
drink mix.
god. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a drink mix, all right. And I have been continuing to take my transform and take this, and I'm now down 15 pounds. I am so excited to tell you this.
That's wild.
Yes, but I would love for you all to go do a little Google searching about GLP-1. How many of you actually know what it is, by the way? Do you know what GLP-1 is? Okay.
I had no clue.
No, I actually just thought, oh, it's whatever's in the shots people are doing. Did you kind of think that?
Probably. I probably thought it was connected with that. Yeah. That it was something that people were putting into their bodies.
Yeah, I did not know it's like something our body is actually making. So, benefits of GLP-1 can be, I mean, I was like excited out of my mind when it said GLP-1 can, in fact, help with the risk of heart disease and strokes. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to give this to my mom. My mom has had 3 strokes in the last few years. She's had a couple of stents placed in her heart. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to give this to my mom. What it can do for blood sugar and weight. I mean, hello. But also, GLP-1 is amazing for neural protection. And, you can think of problems. I'm not going to give names to things. I don't like to name issues, but you guys can go there. That is incredible for that. I mean, it just so many things, sexual health, even. I mean, go research it. This right here, in my opinion, took this into hyperdrive. I mean,
That's wild.
truly, it was wild what happened. And so to me, I just can't wait to get it out to everybody. I have friends that are literally, sticking things in their arms and their bellies and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm like, oh gosh, really, it is amazing what the body can do when we just give the body what it needs. And so again, being able to bring solutions to problems to the market, that's really about what we're doing. And I also just want you all to know that what we really have is we have high impact products. That just means they work fast. Whole food, whole plant supplementation, demonstratable both online and offline. And I'm going to show you one right now because I just want you to see the power of this. It's not like we have to guess, is this stuff working? We can actually see it happening. And so I'm going to show you this.
Ah, I
This
love
is
that.
Don't you think
I
I
didn't know
should
you
know
were
that?
going to do this. This is so fantastic. I actually just bought a flavor similar to that because I keep hearing stop using the chocolate.
Oh, we'll talk about that chocolate one in just a minute. Because, yes. Okay. So, this is a pudding pack, and this represents every cooked or processed food we eat. Okay. I usually have an apple on my desk. If I had one here right now, I'd show it to you. But an apple, any raw food has living digestive enzymes in it. They're already in there. And those enzymes break our food down to the smallest molecule so we can absorb the nutrition in the food we're eating, the vitamins, the minerals, all the goodness, and then eliminate whatever we don't need properly. Okay. So when we cook or process our food, I mean, this is like the most disgusting processed food right here. But when we cook or process our food, we annihilate those living enzymes. And now our body actually has to produce enzymes to break our food down. That comes from our pancreas. And if we are deficient in our enzyme production, then we're just not breaking it down. Do you know that you can be malnourished? You can eat really good, healthy food and be malnourished if you don't have enough enzymes to break your food down so that you can actually absorb the nutrition in the food you're eating. Kind of crazy, huh?
That
So,
is crazy.
so I'm going to just show you a little trick. Okay. This is a pudding. Kim, you're going to die when you see what I'm going to do in a minute, but you can just see
Oh,
this is solid. Okay. It's solid. This is what I was going to do. I love vanilla pudding. Okay. So we're going to dump it upside down. It's not moving. It's very solid. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these digestive enzyme capsules. They're just veggie capsules, and it's veggies in here. But the enzymes become active when they get water warm. Okay. So I'm going to open these up. I'm going to put them in my little pudding, and I'll hold my pudding up for you in just a minute. But we highly suggest you take 1 to 2 of these 5 to 10 minutes before you eat any kind of a cooked or processed food. Okay. And I'm going to just stir this up. And what this is going to do is it's going to give our bodies a little extra support in breaking down proteins, fats, carbs, sugars. I want you to think about this. If you're not breaking your proteins down right, we can have issues. We want our proteins to convert to amino acids. We don't want uric acid. And if we're not breaking it down right, we can get uric acid. Do you know that uric acid under a microscope looks like glass in the blood? So the body will always push that away from the heart to protect, but then it can end up in our extremities.
and
And
Shannon, it seems like everybody that's on a weight loss journey talks about you need more and more protein. Well, if you're getting more and more protein, but your body's not breaking it down, that's probably even worse.
oh, it's way worse. No, I think it's way worse. In fact, I did a live earlier today. Now it was about people who work out. I'm like, if you're pounding those energy drinks and you're not breaking those proteins down, I mean, I have a husband that is prone to uh, kidney stones that come from uric acid and gout. There's a lot of things that can go wrong when we're not breaking down our proteins right.
Yes.
And we know if we're not breaking down our fats and carbs right, that can go on our gut and our butt. We don't want any of that either.
Right. No,
Okay?
no.
So let me just show you this. Check this out. Look at what this did in maybe a minute. Okay. This is why we don't do chocolate pudding, because it looks like somebody has the runs here. Okay. But I want you to look at this. I'm going to show you something. Kim, you're going to be like, Jen, I've never seen you do this before. Okay. Just look at this. I want you to look at how clean this cup is. What if you cleaned up your gut that good? Can you imagine if your gut was all cleaned up? I
Right.
mean, seriously, it's going
Right.
to give you healthy bowel regularity. That's the point. It should regulate. It's not going to make you run to the bathroom.
Right.
But this is huge. Gut health is so important. Your gut's your second brain. And think about everybody you know running around with indigestion, heartburn, diarrhea, constipation, glucose intolerances, or lactose intolerances, or whatever it might be. I mean, Fox News says 74% of us have a screwed up gut. And did you know that in your gut, 80% of your immune system is in there? 85% of your hormones. Ladies, if we're having hormone issues, we need to look at what's going on in our gut. Did you know your neuro system, 90% of it comes from there. So if we're dealing with those kinds of issues, what are we eating? Okay. It's huge. So we love this, but notice that's demonstratable. Those results are right there. Okay. We have so many other products we could talk about. I'm only going to talk about one more really fast. And I'm not even going to I'm going to let Kim tell you about her favorite one, because it has Glow in it, which is almost the same molecular structure as human breast milk. Do you want to talk about this? Because I love this product.
I do. I do. I have this product every single morning. This is our Nourish, right?
Yep.
So, because I
Yes.
cannot say that word, all aglow, but it's oligosaccharide something, right?
Yep.
And I didn't even realize, I thought that was something that we created. I didn't realize that was a real thing out in the industry.
Yeah.
So, yes, every morning I have a shake. I am not a hot drink girl. I have never been a coffee drinker. I live in Texas. It's just too hot all the time. I have my hair up now. Like, it's just hot. So I make a shake. I pour in a scoop of our Nourish, which is a protein meal replacement shake, which
Mm.
also has some beauty benefits, and then all kinds of great vitamins and minerals. And then I add to it a scoop of our Mojo enriched chocolate or whatever flavor that I have on hand to get me going in the morning. So not only is it my breakfast, it's keeping me full, it's high in protein, but I'm also adding the energy to it and energy and focus. And I don't think enough people know enough about nootropics. And I love that our Mojo and our Zest have that because it really gets me kicked into gear to get things going in the morning. It's one of my favorite things, and I crave it as soon as I wake up.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. I love that so much. It's one of my favorites too. I
Oh,
drink it along with my Mojo. So Mojo is a nootropic drink. Sometimes I
yep.
just put a scoop of Mojo in there because this gives me energy, burns my fat, releases my feel good hormones, that dopamine, serotonin, makes me feel like highly motivated, happy, all those things. So, okay, we could go on for days, but I'm going to go back to this one right here. Okay. I'm just going to go back just for a minute because you have to know this glucose to fiber product, you guys, it is literally changing the face of health and wealth, period. Not only in this space, but across the board. And we are creating an absolute movement with the launch of this product. And we're just getting started, you guys. We are just getting started. It launched in April, or I'm not April, October. We're going to be launching this one next month. And I can't even imagine what is going to happen. But this is a literal purple cow move. Moment. If you've ever read the book, it's a business book called The Purple Cow. Purple Cow is about in business, you want to look for something that nobody has done before. If you're driving down the road and you see hundreds of miles of cows, you're not even looking at cows anymore. But if there was a purple cow in a field, you would probably stop your car and pull over. So we're always looking for that purple cow moment in business. And I'm telling you, this is it. So I
Wait,
want you
stop.
to,
I have to say this because a
yeah,
lot of the people that are on here may be friends of mine from Brazoria County. And at Surfside Beach down in Texas, it's not there anymore, but the bar was called Kitty's Purple Cow.
oh my gosh, stop it. For real?
For real.
Oh, that's funny.
So, so that's where all of our heads just went. But now continue. So sorry.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, here's what I want you to know. When it comes to this industry, there's really like I always call it the 5 Ps that people are looking for. They're looking for products that are truly life changing, people that they want to be around. I love our culture. Our culture is incredible. Kim is actually coming out to my home this week. She's going to be out here for a few days with a group of 60 people. And we're going to go do some amazing things. We're all about impact and growth and becoming the best version of ourselves. And I don't know about you, I love being around other people that
Yes.
are into
Yes.
that
Yes.
amazing positive environment. We literally have a goal as a company to impact 1 billion lives. And do you know we've already affected 18 million lives?
Isn't
I
that
think it's
wild?
cool that our owners even know what the number is. I mean, I think that's extraordinary, actually. Okay.
It is.
So you have the people. As far as the pay plan goes, I want you to know that Trinont compensates us at a level that is literally unheard of in the industry. Okay. They recognize our hard work every single day and reward us in a very generous way. If you're from the industry, we build 3 teams. That's it. We have volume that is infinite, meaning it doesn't matter if your volume is coming on your level 10 or your level 10,000, it counts the same. Okay. There's no match position penalty, no breakaway, no takeaway, no coding, none of that stuff. And so it
That
leaves,
I think that is the wildest thing when people look and compare their compensation plans that they may have
yeah,
been at in the past or had PTSD from because they were always trying to do the gymnastic math to try and figure out how much money they were going to make.
Completely. I mean,
Yeah.
completely. Yes. Well, and another thing is you don't have to have anybody at any particular position in your three teams in order for you to promote to a position. So that's another emotional gymnastic move that we
Hmm.
used to make in the
Hmm.
industry is like, manufacturing people to positions so we could hit our position and
Right.
all crazy. So what we're seeing is we're seeing leaders coming from the industry that are literally they come and they can't look away. They know that their teams can win here. They really do. We have a minimum base pay that every position makes. So you're never wondering what you're making. So people are winning at this amazing level, just like Kim did when she came in. But then we also have people who've never been in the industry. Either they haven't had success or they've never even had an experience and they are thriving here. They're thriving here.
Yeah.
And so we've got the products, we've got the people, we've got the pay plan. I love that even if you just wanted to refer customers, you could build to the top rank of the company just getting customers, not even building a team. Like that's amazing to me. Um, but we also have the purpose, our vision is to impact a billion lives. And we have the positioning. Okay. It
Hmm.
is the perfect positioning. In fact, the positioning couldn't be better with what we're launching right now. 2024 will be the biggest year Trinot has ever had, and it could be the biggest year you've ever had. But I think the thing is to realize that Trinot has put in a place, a way for you to really create your own economy in this economy.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I love, I mean, how do you feel about that, Kim? Don't you feel
Uh,
like at our age, we've learned a lot and we just kind of understand that even though we can't control what happens in the White House, we really can control what happens in our house?
there are so many things that I have so much more control over here
Yeah.
than I'd ever had in corporate America. And you talked a little bit about our culture and our teams. I never had a choice of who I was able to work with before, but now I can build a team of people that I'm really excited about working with. So I think that's a big deal too. But it's absolutely fantastic. One of the things that I think happens oftentimes when women get into network marketing, and I think most network marketing is women, and I don't know the statistics on that, but their husbands go, "Oh, that's cute, honey. That's cute, honey." This time, my husband's like, "You're making real money." And
Yeah.
you talked a little bit about we can work from anywhere, right? For the
Mhm.
last 2 days, I've been working out of my Jeep. My husband loves to drive, which is great. We've been looking at Texas blue bonnets, but I've been working from my Jeep. So this industry for me has completely changed our lives.
Okay, I have to mention the Jeep. Do you know, you guys, I had been making seven figures a year for a very long time before I ever came to Trinant. And I want you to know the Jeep was actually what got my attention. It wasn't the Jeep itself. It was the
But you could
fact.
have gotten a Jeep before that.
Oh yeah. Honestly, yeah, we had a different car that was amazing before we came to Trinant. We traded in for a Jeep. It's a crazy story. The reason we did the Jeep is because Trinot pays a Jeep stipend bonus that is such a no-brainer. It's like, why would I not drive around a car that is being paid for to drive? Like, it's just good. And it's cool. It's cool. What I've seen in the industry in my 18-year career, what I saw for the 11 years before I came here was a lot of showy. In fact, Darren and I would always tease each other. We'd say, man, if we were in another industry, nobody would ever know we had any money. And so we got kind of tired of that. And so I loved when we came to Trinont. They're also a wealth company and they're all about teaching you how to create retirement at any place that you might be in life. Like, how do we actually create that? They're going to teach you how to grow your money, save your money, manage your money, invest your money, all kinds of different things. It's really cool. So they did a Jeep program instead of a Mercedes or an Audi or something like that because it's a good financial
Oh
move.
my gosh.
I
So
mean, you
much.
could resell that Jeep for what you bought it for a lot of the time, right? So they wanted to bring that piece to it. And I love that. Do you know that you can earn a Jeep stipend here with only 1,500 points of volume?
It's
That
wild.
is wild to me.
It's wild. But speaking about turning it in, doing the Jeep specifically, my father-in-law has a 2013 Jeep. It was a specialty Jeep. He bought it for like 13, 20,000 something. It is worth $34,000 now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Isn't
There are
that
no vehicles that do that.
no, that's wild. That is wild. Well, I'll tell you, even for my parents, okay, my parents are 83 and they drive a Jeep. They were able to create 1,500 points of volume with Trinant
Yep,
right away
yep,
when they got
yep.
started. And their Jeep stipend pays their payment, it pays for their insurance, and it pays for their registration.
That's wild.
And they're
That's wild.
excited out of their mind about it. I mean, it's cool. So here's what I love is that also you can create a recurring income here.
Mm.
And that's really a big deal. On our team bonuses, you can create anywhere from $100 a month all the way up to $100,000 a month. Truly,
And people find that hard to believe.
they do. They
$100,000 a month.
I know, it's really true. I don't even tell people because I just don't want to freak them out. But you know what? I was glad that whoever told me because I wanted to know. So I always say it. I mean, 18 years ago when I saw the industry, what I wanted to create $10,000 a month. And we did that in a really short amount of time. And then I got really passionate about helping other people create that. And as we helped others, then ours continued to grow. So I always love for people to know what's there because all companies in this industry aren't paying that high anymore. They're just not. And so I always know, hey, we might have somebody on here. I don't want to dumb it down because I want to make sure everybody is covered here and they understand what they can create. Now, is it going to take a lot of work to do that? Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh, yeah, a lot of work, a lot of consistency, right? But there are so many places between part-time, spare time, just doing a little something on the side. My daughter, you guys, she's a registered nurse. She's a mommy with 2 babies. And she just kind of dabbles, she's not real serious about it, but she loves whole food, whole plant supplementation, and she loves what our products do for her body. And so when it's convenient for her to share, she does. And guess what? She can earn that Jeep stipend. She gets a really good check every month. And she's just kind of messing around. Imagine what that could do for somebody's retirement.
Oh,
I mean,
amazing.
really, actually, she has an IUL. We could talk about that a whole nother day. But her paycheck, what she earns from Trinant, literally pays her premium for her IUL every month.
That's wild.
So, I mean, there's just so much. We could go so many places. But
Love it.
what I love is that the company has literally pulled out all the stops for everybody to win who wants to transform their lives here. We have very simple systems. We have everything you need to know to just start being successful right out the gates. Truly, we have a social media campaign. People love, just sharing on social media today. And so we have that. But what I would say is if you're on here and you're still with us right now, you're probably somewhat interested. So, there's lots of questions. It's, hey, did anything we say make you think about anybody you love or care about? Are you thinking, oh my gosh, I wonder what that would do for my mom or my brother or my sister, my friend? And if you're thinking that, then I would have a conversation with Kim because like I said, Kim and
Yeah.
we started with a conversation. This
Yeah.
is how it began. I promise you, I never in my wildest dreams had a clue what would actually happen here. Really, I
Mm.
didn't.
Mm.
Um, but what I do know is I know there's a lot of us on here today that if we were to really stop and get honest with ourselves, we'd probably say, man, I would love to get healthier. I
Mm.
would love to slow down the aging process. I'd love to have a plan B before I need one.
Yeah.
Maybe like to have a little discretionary income. So what I know is we always have a choice every day to step forward into growth or back into safety every single day, right? I'm
Absolutely.
always challenging myself. Grow every day, Jen. Grow every day. Uh,
Absolutely.
my dad taught me a long time ago, you can't hit a moving target. So, we keep going, we keep going. But really this timing with bringing this scientific breakthrough to the market, you guys, it's big. Do you know semaglutides is the number one health trend for 2024? I actually have
Absolutely.
my daughter-in-law has an aunt, and her aunt was doing that and had to be hospitalized because she got gastroparesis from that. So I love that we have some natural supplementation that we can share that might be able to help people with their glucose and some of
Yeah.
those things. So anyway, okay, is there anything else you want to say,
Yeah.
Kim? I'm so excited for you. You are dynamite. You
It
are
was so
dynamite.
good. It was so good. I just so appreciate your time, which I know is crazy invaluable. And yes, like she said, I'm going to be at your house on Friday
Yes,
before 2 because I think you have to be in the house before 2.
you do.
Very, very defined time. And I'm so excited for everything that you and your husband have planned and appreciate y'all so much for doing that for us. My husband was shocked. He's like, how many people are going? I'm like, I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I can't wait to spend that time with you and be able to share with more people and all the people that were able to watch this. I have a few people that weren't, so I'm sending them the link. But we are really at the cusp of helping so many people with so many things either they did or didn't know about. So
Yeah.
it's fantastic. And I'm so glad that we've partnered together to do this.
I
Yeah.
love working with you, Kim. We're gonna impact a whole lot more lives than what we have even
It's
thus
wild.
far.
It's
Yeah.
wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. I'm sure we may talk between now and then. If there's anything you need me to do, I'm a volunteer. I'm let's go, let's go. So cannot wait to see you soon. Thank you. Have a good night.
You're so welcome. You too. And thank you to everybody for joining us. Definitely drop what you like the most. I
I
love
love
hearing.
that.
I mean, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at all this and I want to know what spoke to you. What spoke
Yeah,
to you? It's
yeah.
just fun to see
And
that
and ask me to add you to our testimonials group because
for
it is
sure.
absolutely mind blowing when you see what's happening to people's lives in our testimonial group.
For sure.
Fantastic. Thank
Have a
you
great
so
night, everyone.
much. All
You're
righty.
welcome.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
Kim.